everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
Coach, there are both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 30. Looking to throw. Carter. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. His feet in. 2nd down. This is how the defense will line up for Seattle. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carter. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get the 34-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Dixon, complete. Get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards, the pickup, first down. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Peoples. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we just coached prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll drop to throw. Now a clash here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long to their defense, that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 30. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Carter operating from the gun. Left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that.
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
15 line. 15 line. Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll run on first down. Rainey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check, 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 check. Shoot.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
8, read. 52. I'm trying to collect. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try the left side. Peoples. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
60 outlaw. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Set 50. Plant.
Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Big grip. Big grip.
And incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. On 2nd down, Peoples, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. 2nd effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, Rainey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The Eagles send punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6. Let's get it.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Break.
54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Big river. Big river.
They'll set up a throw. Caught. It's Wilson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On first down, Rainey, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. Carter from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Standing hard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's when they need to not punt the ball again.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 2nd down now, Prather. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something fun. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
It didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Let's put that team on the hunt.
Ready, go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
10-2 stop.
Let's go.
Now Carter to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. Good move at the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd, Peoples. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing finger a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Carter now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw is Carter on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd down now, Peoples. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Carter. Open man here is Scott. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carter. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
4 down, even.
They'll set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll run on first down. Peoples. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
30 base. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. With a failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Carter to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carter operating from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Carter off the play fake. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he's got the first down at 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 59. Go. Come.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
50, play.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Second and 8.
You don't want that.
48-yard line. Big rip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
18.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Carter. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Carter now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Get ready. 70, Indy.
Watch his flat.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Go. It's wrong.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and...
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets him inside the punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's...
Try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready. 8, read.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
Sleep grip.
They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Carter. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all, second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Fights loose.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Carter to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
We play to win.
7 yards there and a first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, Rainey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Carter, off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Carter. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there. 39-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He got 29 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
It's our field. It's our field.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the Eagles' 9-yard line.
2nd and 6. Pass incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and fly.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Carter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Let's go.
Not really home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 20-14. At time, a huge factor. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
All day, every day, any day. So go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our meetings when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory.